So, hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So, in our previous session, we saw the overview of Oracle Fusion Performance Management. So, let's recall we saw the importance of performance management. Then we saw the overview of Oracle Fusion Performance Management. Then, what are the key features and the roles required? So, basically, we require two roles, which is application implementation consultant, and the second one is human resource specialist. So these are the two roles we required for performance management. And we also saw the performance management flow, so in which we saw over uh, review period, performance role, eligibility profile, document type. These are the steps we do for the performance management, and then comes the process flow, template sections, performance document, template, eligibility, batch process. And we also saw the navigation for the performance management to access these components of the performance management. Okay, in our today's session we are going to see a problem statement which for which we requires the performance management. So in this, uh, the organization is struggling to effectively manage employee performance due to various challenges. So the challenges may apply. Employee scores are often misaligned with broader organization objectives, creating inefficiencies and reducing productivity. So this means where the employees are unable to achieve their goals. So you can say that is a problem. And then the second one is feedback process are inconsistent and time consuming, leading to unclear and delay evaluation that fails to motivate employees. Here you can see the feedback process. So let's say if you are evaluating a performance management through email, so there are some questions you are asking, and you are evaluating based on that. So that is an inconsistent process, right? So that will be a time consuming process. So cause of which it can be unclear and delayed evaluation. So some people may uh, delay in their responses, might be they didn't get the email on time, and these situations might delay the evaluation to motivate employee. Okay. Additionally, performance data is scattered across multiple systems, making it difficult for HR and managers to track progress or identifying trends. Okay, so here the performance is scattered across multiple systems. So you can say if you are sending a mail for the performance evaluation, I'm just taking the example for the email. So you might send different mail for different evaluation. Okay, and might be you can send it in the email in Excel form, or the questions must be added in email. So that is a scattered system, right? So the evaluation you can get it from a particular like let's say Excel, or through uh, email. Okay, so that makes it difficult for HR and managers to track the process or identify the trend. So what is the person is growing, so that will tell you the graph. So let's say if the evaluation is increasing, so that is a trend that you can get it uh, from the evaluation, right? So if it is easier for if you have a system basically uh, like performance management to get the trend for the person if they are growing and finishing their task on time, these things, right? So it is easier for the HR and managers to track their progress if they have a proper system in their system, right? So then this fragmentation combines with a lack of transparency, standardized character, can lead to biased evaluation. Okay, so yeah, uh, right. So yeah, there might be uh, there might not be a transparency, right? So there are different person in the bit in between. So you have to send your evaluation to your manager, and they might make some changes in your uh, evaluation, and so that might there might not be a transparency in that system. So uh, yeah, and which can this might be the can lead to biased evaluation and disengaged employees and missed opportunities for development, right? So these all no, due to these all causes, you might miss an opportunity for the development. Like you might not know the person who is increasing, right? Who the like who are growing in their career, and they might not get the chance to uh, for their appraisal, let's say compensation, these things, they might miss out the benefits, right? So uh, yeah, that is a challenge for the uh, organization. So yeah, so that is impacting overall organization's success. So for to achieve these problems, we have a system which is project management system. So uh, to overcome these challenges, implementing a centralized performance management system can provide a streamlined and efficient approach to managing employee performance, such as us. Such a system allow employee to set goals aligned with organizational objectives, ensures timely and transparent feedback, right? So project management system is a streamlined and efficient approach, right, to manage employee performance. So that might be the definition for the project management system. So these systems allow employees to set goals, so you can set goals, okay, for the employees. So let's say there is a task assigned to a person, and that task should be finished in, let's say, a week. Okay, if they are not able to achieve that task in a specific given time, so that is not good for the employee goal uh, growth, sorry. So you can set goals like that in the project management system, and you can set the objectives, okay, and yeah, ensures timely and transparent feedback. So if the person is able to finish that task, they will tell the system that I have finished the task in the specific period or before the time which was provided to me. Okay. mm, yeah, so these all data consolidate and consolidates all performance data into a single platform. So the performance management system take these feedbacks from the employees, and they consolidate and give you the output for the performance, right? So this will be helpful for the organization to achieve the to know the performance of person, right? So with automated workflow, analytics dashboards, and standardized evaluation process, the project management system minimize biases. So there is not much involvement of the person, like in if we say if you are facing doing the evaluation through emails or some uh, not so automated workflow, or you don't have an automated workflow, that might cause in bias evaluation. So these things are being removed with the performance management system. So there is minimum biases in the project management system. So this enhances the employees engagement and support career development through personalized learning plans. So yeah, so so employees are much more engaged in this, so they have to finish the work in the particular given time. Okay, so you have set a goal and he has to finish it in the particular time, which helps in the person career development and the person. So you have personalized the learning plan from them. So performance management system helps in that also by aligning individual contribution with organizational priorities. This solution fosters productivity, fairness, and a culture of continuous improvement. Okay, so with this, you can achieve productivity, fairness, and a culture of continuous improvement. So the person have to keep in mind that they have got a particular goal and they have to achieve that in a particular time. So with the performance management system, so it is an automated system workflow, sorry. So with this, the this minimal engagement of the other persons. So with this, you can achieve the productivity, fairness, and a culture of continuous improvement, right? So let's go ahead and let's see the review period. Okay, so in Oracle Fusion, a review period is a crucial component for managing the performance management cycle. It defines the time frame during which performance evaluation, goal assessment, and reviews occur from employees. The review period is used to organize and track performance evaluation throughout the year and ensuring that all evaluations are consistent, aligned with company process. Okay, and let's see why is review period important. So our review period helps define the timeline for performance management activities such as a goal setting, uh, performance review, and a mid-year evaluation. So you can get, you can evaluate, you can fix the frequency of the evaluation. If you want it quarterly or you want in mid of the year, so you can evaluate that. Align performance evaluation with organizational goals with a specific time frame. Okay, so okay, so after that, uh, you can automate the assessment of performance document and ensure they are aligned to a specific period, helping to track progress and outcomes over the course of a year. So basically, let me come to the screen and let me write it over here. Review period. Okay, so in this, just give me a second. So this is your review period. So let's say you are setting a review period for financial year 2025. Okay, you are setting up a review period for financial year 2025. So it will be having a start date which will be from 1st January 2025 and it will go till 31st December 2025, right? So review period is this only. So here what you are going to do, you are going to set a period for the performance management. So uh, okay, so you can uh, have a review in between also, so that will be our, and quarterly also. Okay, let me come to the screen. Okay, just give me a second, sorry. Yeah, so let's come to the home screen and let the navigation. So in the my client groups, you will scroll down and you will miss over here. Okay, I went to time management. Okay, so this performance. Under setup maintenance, you will find the first uh, option is the review period. I'll click on the okay, and I'll click on add. Now here, let's provide a name for this review period, which is financial year 2025, and let me provide a start date, which is 1st January, and also the last date, which will be December 31st December 2025 here, and the status will be active. Okay, so this start date okay, so this will be our period start date, where you define the start date of the review period. So from the 1st January we are starting our review period, and this marks the beginning of the period during which employee performance will be evaluated. For example, you might set the start date to January 1st if you are creating an annual review period for the year. Okay, so we are creating annual review period for 2025, so we have taken the start date as 1/1/25. The end date is the period end date, so we enter the end date for the review period, which is typically the end date of the year or performance cycle. For instance, this could be December 31st for the year review period. Okay, okay, and you can also provide the description for this. So let me provide a description, which is this is an evaluation for the financial year 2025. Okay, then I'll click on create, and if you uh, if you search over here, you will find the your review period. Okay, now let's suppose there is a person. I'll name him John. So he joined on uh, let's say 1st of December 2024. So the review period for this person will be when he's going to get this review period from the 1st of Jan, okay, 2025. So this will be the he will get the review period. I'll just give me a second. Let me do it. So this is your hire date, okay, and okay, and review period for this person will be from the 1st of January. Let me cut and keep paste the name over here. Okay. As we go further and try to understand, we will take this person as an example, and we will go through the uh, review of this person, right? Okay. So this is the review period for this. So this will start from he will be able to provide his evaluation from the 1st of January 2025. And let me also specify the end period date. So end period date will be 31st 12 2025. Okay, so this is all about the review. So okay, so we have saved our review. So the review name is uh, review period name. I'll specify over here. So that is financial year 2025. Okay. Now let's move to the performance role. So in Oracle Fusion, performance role are essential part of the performance management process. These roles define the individuals who are involved in the evaluation and their responsibility throughout the performance cycle. The role assigned during the performance process are directly tied to the workflow and ensures that right people are involved at each stage. Okay. Performance role determines who can access, evaluate, and provide feedback on performance document. Okay, these role depends on the structure and work and flow of the organization performance management process based on business needs. You are you can customize the performance role to match your performance cycle. Okay, then and specify and the specific task each performance is responsible for. So here the type of performance roles are manager role, worker role, and participant role. So the manager role is the person responsible for evaluating the employee's performance, right? So if this is John and his manager, let me write the manager name. Manager is let me name it Alan. Alan is the manager for John. So he will be the person who will be evaluating the performance of John, right? So you will specify the manager role. So this role has access to the employee's performance document, and it's responsible for providing rating and feedbacks. Okay, so manager role has the access is responsible has the access for performance documents, and when we go further in our sessions, we will see what is performance document. And the manager is the one who is responsible for providing feedbacks and uh, ratings. Okay, so this Alan is responsible for providing the ratings and feedbacks. Okay, so the second role we got here is the worker role. So the employee whose performance is being evaluated. This role is associated with the employee's self-assessment and progress tracking through the performance cycle. For example, any employee undergoing performance evaluation. So this role is specifically for the uh, person who has been evaluated. Okay, so the this John. Okay, so he will be the uh, will be assigned with the worker role. And then comes the participant role. Okay, so a person who provides feedback about the employees, typically a peer, colleague, or someone in a cross-functional role. Okay, this feedback is often gathered through a questionnaires or a survey during the performance cycle. For example, a colleague who works closely with the employee and provides valuable insights. Okay, so the person John is having a colleague in the office. Uh, I'll name it a peer. Okay, so peers are the one who are working with you. Okay, and the name is Smith. Okay, so he is the uh, peer. So you can make it participant. So he will be getting the participant role, and this is the manager role. Okay, and I'll write the manager role, participant role. Okay, and this person here is the will get the worker role. Okay, so the person John got hired on 1st December 2024. The review period is first will start from 1st January 2025. Okay, and the period will end on 31st December 2025. Okay, so let me show you the screen for this. Okay, this is your performance role screen. Let me take you to the navigation. So welcome to and again we'll go to my client performance, and if you scroll down you can see under setup maintenance you will find the performance role. I'll click on that. Let's click on add. So this is the screen, and you will find the roles type in here, Let me click on cancel, and let's see the navigation you have for accessing performance role is uh, under my client group. If you scroll down and click on show, mm, under talent, let me, okay, under talent, here you see the you got the you got different components for the performance management. Okay, so here you find performance. Okay, let me click on, okay, and let's provide a name which I'll provide as manager. Okay, then you have to provide the description for this person, sorry, role. So manager evaluation. Then you have the role type. So let me discuss a bit about role type. So if the performance process comprise of manager evaluating a employee, then we need two roles with role type manager and worker. So if you are creating a, okay, I'll write it over here somewhere. So this is a manager, okay, and he is okay, let me open the paint. Okay, so this is a manager, and so manager, mm, let me increase the font size. Okay, so this is a manager, and he's evaluating for the worker. Okay, not like, he's evaluating for worker. Okay, to achieve this, we need two roles. Okay, one is for manager, manager role, and the second one you will need to have is for the worker role. Give me a second. Okay, let me remove this first. So, not the proper way to explain. So these two will get uh, combined for the performance management. Okay, these two will get merged. Okay, so here you are telling that manager evaluating worker. Okay, so here manager is evaluating worker, and for this you actually need two roles. One is manager role and the second one is worker role. After that, to achieve the performance management. So that is one point. Mm, this is first. Okay, then in case where performance process also includes feedback from colleagues, then we need three roles. Okay, so uh, okay, this I'll keep it over here. Okay. And this is John, or you can say this is worker, and he is being evaluated. Val evaluation. So if this evaluation is done, includes participant also. Participant also. Then the evaluation needs three roles. Okay, so manager will also be there. You will have manager also. Okay, so you have worker, managers, and the participant. So you need three roles for this. Okay. To get this, you need mm, let it be push only. Okay, for this you need three roles. Okay, so these are the two cases we have covered for now. Okay, to create a roles along with the role type, we need to provide details like start date and period date. So we have already provided over here. Okay, so we have not provided. Sorry. So we will keep the start date same as our review period, and let it be the evaluation and period will be uh, your 31st December 4712. Okay. Here, unlike managers and workers, the participant role type creation has one more field, which is allow role to view worker, manager, and participate rating, comments, and questionnaires. Our participant is a person who gives feedbacks about an employee through answering the questionnaires. Okay, so if I check mark this, okay, this is needed to mark in case we need the participant to be able to see evaluation done by managers and worker. So if both worker and managers you want to see the participant want to see the evaluation, you want them what manager has done the evaluation, what worker has done the evaluation. If you want that, so you can check mark this, or else you don't uh, check mark this. So we are selecting for the manager. If I click on managers, there will be a field available which is default manager type. It will be by default line manager, and by clicking on uh, that you can see the project manager, regional manager, resource manager, mentor mentee relationship, legal relationship. You have these accesses, right? I'll select the default one, line managers, and we will click on submit. Okay, the name, yeah. So uh, let me edit the name. Okay, manager, uh, financial year 25. Okay, so this will be helpful for us for uh, knowing which one is ours. Okay, so let me define it over here. So performance role we created is manager financial year 2025. Okay. Okay, then comes your eligibility profile. Okay, an eligibility profile is a crucial component used to determine which employees are eligible to be included in the performance management cycle. Okay, so with the eligibility profile, you can actually specify which employee you want to provide the eligibility. We will see with an example in a bit. So uh, let's have some patience. So it defines the criteria for selecting the workforce that will undergo performance evaluation. The eligibility profile helps ensures that only the right employees are included in the performance management uh, process based on factors like job roles, departments, location, or other business criteria. So you can think eligibility profile as a filter you have provided between the uh, performance management system and the employees. So it will filter you based on the specific criterias like job roles, department, location, and other business criteria. You can say is based on gender. You can say if the if you want to exclude the females from the uh, from the performance management review, so you can apply those things into eligibility profile. So why is an eligibility profile important? The eligibility profile ensures that only relevant employees are evaluated. Okay, so you don't want to keep the irrelevant person for the uh, performance review, right? So this will specify that only. So those relevant for the uh, evaluation will be uh, involved in that performance management. Okay, so automated performance cycle are applied consistently across the organization, making the process more efficient. So it automates the performance cycles, okay, which are applied consistently across the organization, making the process more effective. It streamlined the management of performance review and feedback with the system automatically determining the which employee should receive a performance document, right? Okay, so this is our let's take an scenario based on the eligibility profile. So we have an organization which wants to evaluate employee be in the sales department with a job grade 5 or higher. You would create an eligibility profile with these criteria. So you are going to let me take a I'll specify the eligibility criteria over here. Criteria. Okay. So this will be your eligibility criteria. And let me do it over here. So in our eligibility criteria, we want um, job role, job role as sales. Job role will be sales. Job grade will be 5 or above. Okay. So job grade will be 5 or above. Employed statement will be employ employment statement will be permanent, and location will be North America. So based on these criteria, we are going to apply our performance management. So the job role should be sales. Job grade should be greater than 5 or 5 or above that. Then the employment statement should be permanent. Okay, status, that will be status will be permanent. Then the location should be North America. Okay, so these are the eligibility criteria we will be applying on the or on our performance management. So let me go back. Okay, uh, performance management. That is this is your eligibility profile. Let's create an eligibility profile. uh, Eligibility for a financial year 2025. This is a profile is used for performance. So profile usage will be performance. Then the first criteria we want is job should be sales. So under employment, you will find job. So let's click on job. We'll click on add. Here you have to specify what should be the sequence. Okay, so job name is our so job is our first sequence. So I am going to provide the job as first. Okay, so let me click on search and let's search for the sales. Okay, let's select sales representative. I'll click on OK. Our second criteria will be job grade should be above. Okay, here you can tell whether you want to exclude sales representative or include. We want to include sales representative, so we'll not check mark this. We'll find the grade over here. Okay, let me click on sequence S2 and grade. Okay, search for grade job. Sales will be mm, okay. So here you have to select your grade. So mm, 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 okay, for now we will select management 05 as our job. Oh, sorry, grade. Then the employment status, right? So here you have assignment status. Let's Mm, take the sequence as 3. Then let's select active payroll eligible. And the last thing we want here is location. So if we go to personal, mm, okay, inside the employment itself, you will have the job work location. Let's select, and the location name we want over here is uh, let's select US. Okay, US insurance. Mhm. Okay, for now, let's select US insurance location. So we have applied all the required eligibility. I'll click on save and let's save and close. Okay, so these are the for now we will stop our session now here itself. In our further sessions we will see more about this example. Okay, so thanks for joining our sessions. We'll meet in the next session. If you have any queries, feel free to drop a comment below. Thank you for watching the sessions.